All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this video. What is in the sky? And what is going on in this video? Let's take a look real quick. I put it through cyber something, whatever comes with Windows. Hold on a minute, let me share it. Windows. Hold on. Cancel. Let me go here. Pull this out. And let me go. Let me do that. Let me see if I can. All right, hold on a minute. Hey, Debbie. I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if this is it or not. Let me see. No, that ain't it. All right, hold on. It's this right here. So how do I shrink the size of this? Hold on. All right. Now let me try this. Windows. There it is. All right, Doug. All right, now we're sharing it, right? Can you see that, Debbie? Okay, there's Abby, which, I don't know, her mouth seems a little bit different and her nose. But I don't know. That's not why we're here. Let me continue. What is this? No, I thought it was a nest, but it ain't no nest. And it's triangular shaped. I don't think that's a nest. It's up way too high to be a dare stand. There it is in the video. There it is, even more defined in the video. Okay, you can see it right there, I think. Almost a circular shape at that point. It's definitely there, whatever it is, stationary. I zoomed in and you can see the branches before it's behind the branches. You can see the branches going through it. So whatever it is behind the branches. Very dark. It ain't, it's just sitting there. All right, let's zoom in on this here. Is it me or does she look older than 14? I don't know. Is she smiling? It looks like she's smiling or something, but I don't know. But let's do another thing here real quick. If you notice, you can't see Bridge Guy. It looks like he's standing. He just stopped. He's standing behind her. You can barely see him. Now, if you look straight down the railroad tracks, to me, what does it look like? All the way at the end down there, it does kind of look like somebody standing there, but they say there's a post right there with a sign on it. No, I don't know. I've never been out there. But if you were to ask me, does it look like somebody standing down there maybe? Yeah, it very well possibly could. I can't zoom in anymore on the photo. It won't let me. That's as far as it'll let me zoom in. And the reason why I say, well, it does look like a person is because if it's a sign, uh, then it very well might be someone standing there against the sign or something, maybe. And then you got these real dark spots over here. Very, very dark. And my God, if you look at this photo, if you zoom in far enough, Debbie, does it look fuzzy, almost like an outline around the body, almost like an aura? My God, who's this? Is this the mummy? Is that the mummy face? Is there a face up here? I mean, it's blurry. I don't, it looks like maybe an alien in the corner. There are faces, right? It's really blurry here. Come on, folks. Tell me you can't see how this is all clear, but here is is all blurry, all, and it looks like little faces in this area. If we look at Bridge Guy behind her, look at how crisp and clean everything is. Almost like it was just dropped in. And also, boy, ain't it like an outline of something? I don't know. Is it just me, Deborah? Deborah, is it just me? Blurry by the left ear. Yep, right in this area, right in the mouth area, and on this side, right in here. Almost like two faces, maybe, or or something can, I don't know, converged. I'm not sure, but let's take another look. What are we dealing with? Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. That looks like a perfect circle to me. Now the thing morphed into a circle. It's behind the branches. What is it? This is nuts. I mean, come on, you guys can't see that? What is it? Maybe, possibly, a giant wasp's nest or a bee nest? I mean, if am I zoomed in all the way? That's as far as it'll let me zoom in. Debbie, does that look like a circumference circle now? Before it looked like triangular. But as we played the video, now it becomes a circle. That is crazy. And you are right, Debbie. There is blurring. Here, all right in here. This is something's going on with the video in this area. Why? It's all picture. It's almost like camouflage on a military suit. Do you see that, Debbie? You see that? And then you look at some of the video in some of the parts. Look at how blurry it is here. And it almost looks, if you look at it long enough, you'll see like a face pop up or something. It's crazy. Down here looks like maybe the mummy or some kind of a monster or someone with big ears with holes in their ears. Right? Can you guys see that? Can you see that? Here's a lion's face, maybe. Maybe it was a lion. You mean by her neck? Okay, let's check it out. On the left side, well, she's got a giant bump here. You see that, Debbie? Right at her collarbone, a giant bump. More than, well, the other side. Is that crazy or what? That is crazy. Look at that. Can you see that, Debbie? And her neck and her face on this side looks stretched, like it's, I don't know, it looks like they took a like it merged, like The Thing, like the movie The Thing. It merged, it became what it possessed. I don't know what we are dealing with. And I'm not joking. This ain't part of the movie where her earrings would be her. You mean right there, that white dot right there? On her left side earlobe? This side is completely blurry. You could barely see her ear. The right side of her face, it looks tan, right? A little bit of a tan. Thicker, puffy cheeks. On this side over here, that's what it looks like to me, is some kind of a merging of something or I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not joking. We got another perfect circumference right here of light. Almost looks like orbs. Two of them, one there, one there. And if we keep going down, here comes the giant one. Right there. I don't know. Mysterious? Well, maybe. A wasp nest? I don't know. It's in a pretty good circle. And if you play the video, it changes into like a triangular shape almost. Where her earring would be. Where her earring would be, yeah. Like I said, it won't let me zoom in anymore. But I can see how people are saying, well, what's going on? What's this giant lump? Debbie, can you see that by her collarbone? I wonder if she ever broke a collarbone or something when she was, do you see how big that is, that on her It would be on her left side, the front of her collarbone. And then you're right, Debbie, on the other side, there's hardly anything, but it looks like a giant tendon from all the way going up into her cheek. And it's like blurry or something. That it is weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's weird. It is weird. It's completely weird. But it also could be part of a pareidolia where people are seeing things that ain't there. Well, I don't know what we're seeing. All I'm saying is it's almost like there's an aura around her, a thin white line all the way around her. And the same thing with the leg, which you could barely see. And if we go back a little bit more, you don't even see him. Right there, you see him, and he disappears. Debbie, can you hear her talking in the video? Can you hear the voices? Because I don't know if this media player thing I'm using is like YouTube where you can hear the volume. Wasn't this guy way bigger than her? Well, supposedly she was, I don't know, 13 or 14 or 15-year-old. Bridge guy was supposed to be anywhere between 5'7" or 5'6", anywhere between 5'6" and 5'10", maybe 5'11", somewhere within there, a couple inches here and there, with the calculations that they did. All right, let's pack this up. I might be wrong about that. It might have been 5'7" and 5'11" at first. It did change a couple times. Now, what do I see there? Right in front of me. No, it won't. Will it let me zoom in more? Well, or maybe that's as far as it'll let me zoom in. Let's start over here. All right, now let's take a look at him. All right, there he is, Debbie. There he is. Okay, now let's rotate that, right? Can we do that? Hold on. Did I lose it, Debbie? Hold on. I think I lost the. All right, let me see if I can zoom in more. All right, there he is. Now also we're seeing blurry on this side. These trees are real foggy, blurry. And you also see somewhat of like an outline, like a shadow of light or an aura around him. Now, what else do I see? I see a bunch of vertical lines going down, a bunch of blurriness there. And it won't let me go any. It won't let me zoom in anymore. And being zoomed in this much, we're already starting to lose clarity. A lot of people are saying it's Ron Logan. I don't think so. I don't think that's Ron Logan. And they have a mask on with a skull on it. And does the guy look like he's dressed for weather? I don't know. It depends. If the guy was riding a bike, maybe. Like I said, it was 50 degrees out, but only for so long. And then it started getting cold. So I don't know. Or did the guy have stuff underneath his jacket, like everybody was saying? Does it look like he's either got a lot of clothes on or he's got something in his jacket other than a weapon? It does. It looks pretty puffy. Or he's thicker. He's got a bigger build. Right? He might be short, but he's real stocky. I don't think he's. I don't know. I have no idea. All right, Debbie, I'm trying to stop it at a certain point, but somehow I got so out of focus and so messed up. I'm trying to get it back to where the original. All right, let me get rid of this. All right, now we're back. All right, let's check this out. Now look at here. It looks so clear, don't it? All the trees are high definition. Uh, you can really see. There's no blurriness or nothing. Really clear. Okay, let's back it up because as she's filming, I believe this person, Libby, as she's filming, she herself is just coming off of the bridge. And she continues the walk as she's filming. Now, if we look right there, you can only see just this foot, like right there. You can't even see him. You can't even see the dude. I imagine that was that photo that was taken and put out. It was a still photo, and it was shown. This is her on the bridge, but there was no one behind her. No one. It was just a photo of her, and everyone was like, wow, there's no one behind her. Well, he was way down there at the end. That's what they were saying, right? He was just getting on the bridge. Well, if he was just getting on the bridge and he made it to where they were, where they picked him up on camera, then that dude must have been running pretty dang fast and stopped because he got too close. Now, is that possible? I don't know. Let me see what my chat is saying. They don't even say much. No, they don't, Debbie. They don't. Go completely out. What do you mean, zoom completely out? All right, I've stopped it there. Let's see if we can zoom in because it's a more straight look at the dude. Oh, they're okay. Okay. Okay, we see you see him here? Now, to me it does look like he's just standing still. He stopped. He stopped. Both feet are on the ground at the same time. So it looks like he actually just stopped in his tracks. Right there for a second. He stops. No, never mind that. I meant if you were really stick. What? A stick? Where? Oh, stuck. You were stuck in a frame. Yeah. All right, let me see if I can zoom in, Debbie, and see if we can get a clearer look at who this so-called person is. All right, I gotta rotate it. God, it won't let me zoom in anymore on that, Debbie. But you notice how in this frame, it looks a lot clearer around Abby. Dang it, Mikey. Let me back out a little bit. All right, let's play a little more. All right there might have been a good shot. Why don't it stop and go back to where I put it? Debbie, do you see her feet? Can you explain to me what you think you see? And now what do we see? Well, now we see on the one side of BG fogginess. I don't know if you can see that fogginess around them. Debbie, how do I get this thing to play in slow motion? How do I get this thing to play in slow motion? Let me see here. I don't see. How's that look, Debbie? Can you see him pretty good? It won't let me zoom in anymore. That's a lot clearer photo or video than what we first seen. The only thing that concerns me is the blurriness here on the one side. But that is who they say, who bridge guy, if that's the whole thing. Let's go back to her face. Hold on. Wow, are you guys? What the heck? Does that almost look like that? Don't. I'm sorry, folks. What, Debbie? What are you seeing in her face? All right, let's focus in back down there at the end of the bridge. Also, let's focus right here. Does it almost look like a mask? I mean, come on, folks. I'm going to outline. I don't know if you can see it. Uh, Almost like a blurriness or something, or a fog right after this tree that's leaning over here. Do you see it? No, I don't know. Maybe the nose here, eye, half a mouth. Debbie, can you see that fogginess in the video through your camera or on your screen? That's the thing. Let them say for sure if it's in them. I can see the fogginess. Now, is it like the guy might be? I don't know. His foot is like angled in, almost like pigeon toed. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's the pants folding. You could definitely see that mask or scarf. Definitely, you can see it right here with the skull on it. I don't know. That looks like hair to me. I'm gonna be honest. It looks like somebody, but if we say who it is, you folks would go crazy. It's at this photo, looking at that, I can't say uh, it's Richard Allen. It does look like who a couple of us think it's. He does look bigger in the chest, in the shoulders, and I don't know if I hit play and the light hits his face just right. It also does look like it could be Richard Allen. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. If you look over here more, Debbie, to the right side of your screen, you'll see more of the blurriness, almost like a camouflage print on our military service uniforms. It's like but that also could be AI or the pixels or some kind of generated filter or something. Let me see what Debbie's saying. What is at the end there? Yeah, well, it does look like somebody standing there, but there is, or there used to be, a sign or poles that were put there to try and keep people from getting on the bridge, but people would go around it. Now, that's very possible. That's what we're seeing right there is that pole right in the middle of the end of the uh, railroad tracks there, or the beginning of the railroad tracks where they came from. It could be the pole. It could be the pole and the sign, or it could be someone leaning up against the sign. Who knows? It could just be the sign. All right, let me click on this again. Hold on, Deb. You want to hear the? Let's see if we can do anything with the volume, Debbie, when we hit play. I'm trying to figure out how to do slow motion. I don't. Hold on. Let me see. Repeat shuffle. Okay, hold on, Deb. Aspect karaoke. Secondary subject. Add stop. Pause. Show information. Repeat. Off settings. Dang it, how do I do that? Alright, hold on, Jim. Audio. True theater sound. Alright, let's try something here. Hold on, Jim. Hello, Mango Jerry. Hold on a minute, Deb. I'm trying to figure this out, Debbie. Hold on a minute. All right, Deb, let's listen and see if it's any louder. I'm trying to figure out how to put it on slow mo. All right, Debbie, I think we'll come back to this video more. But what was in the sky or whatever, I don't know. It changed from a triangle to a circle. What's with all the blurriness in the photo or the video? And what was with her face and certain stuff? Uh, I don't know. Right? You don't see it from afar until you start zooming in on it, and it's like video within video. Good night, Mango Jerry from Germany. Be safe, sleep good. Our night here is just beginning, as you can see. Let me see if I can use my other editor, maybe. Debbie, I don't know. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. I don't know. I think I've had enough tonight with these videos and the madness and my own madness. Debbie, did you see for yourself some of these things within the video itself? But only as you zoom in on this stuff, you notice it. Now, whether that's AI doing that or somebody that created it and put it out and said, this is the original footage, right? I don't know. You folks have a good night. Am I trying to create some kind of conspiracy or anything? No, I'm just observing a photo and giving my opinion, which don't mean squat, of what I see and what others see, because everybody sees things different. Miss Debbie Fox seen a kite, but as the video went, it became a circle. It went from triangular shape, kite shape, to a circle. I don't know. I know I'm going to be upset if all along they're going to say, guess what? Aliens have some kind of a brain power. where they make people look different, sound different. I don't know. I've been doing some research. Would a computer chip be able to do that? I don't know. I hate to say it, possibly if your whole brain stem and all your nerves are connected to it. I don't know. Maybe this is what scares Elon out of everything. It's not the vampires. It's not the blood sucking leeches and monsters. It's AI. I know. I understand. You ladies and gentlemen have a great night. What a beautiful sight. What a beautiful sight. I just ran and got some cigarettes and picked up at the gas station here, a cream or a cheesecake brownie. Cheesecake brownie. And the little lady behind the counter was like, they're good. And I'm like, are you sure they're good? She's like, they're pretty good. I like them. I'm like, all right, I'm going to try. And they do taste pretty good. Although it needs more frosting. It's very rich. Very soft, gooey. I'm going to have to drink another lemon water and cranberry juice. Try and balance out the sugar. And the madness of Delphi. Dun, dun, dun. I gotta sneeze, Debbie. Everything needs more frosting. Exactly. No. Sometimes you women make perfect sense to me. You're connected to me somehow in my brain. Other times you drive me absolutely crazy, but I want to jump off the building. But we love you the same. It's that old saying, as Grandpappy Pappy of Grandpappy used to say, you can't live with it, and you can't live without them. So get used to them. And that's what I've done. I've overcome and adapted to you women. Thank God. What a beautiful scenery. Beautiful night. Once again, we hope we didn't upset anybody on this channel. It don't mean I've already forgot about it and moved on with my life. But that's what's weird about me. I think I don't dwell on it. I just move on, go do things, watch it. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's my own mental illness. Who knows? Have a good night. Debbie, thanks for stopping in. Mango Jerry, thanks for stopping in. All the great people watching, everybody out here in YouTube land. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. We'll be back with more videos. A little bit of everything. Music, guitar playing, movies, adult talk, late night videos, DIY, painting, all kinds of stuff. Have a good night. I got what? Everything needs more frosting. You got it. What did I get? If it's good, I want more of it. If it's bad, I don't want it. But I'll take what you got if it's got frosting on it. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.